banged on the door, but nobody was there.
Nell's back east visiting her folks.
Oh.
Gus, this is Mr. Forbes, the new Indian agent.
Hi.
Yeah, we're pleased to meet you.
Just a couple of old bachelors trying to hold down the fort, huh?
Yeah, and one young bachelor, Ken.
Oh. Maybe it's just as well your wife's not here. Indian got loose on the reservation a couple of days ago. Took his young grandson with him. I've been riding through warning all the folks to be on the lookout.
Yeah, if we see him, we'll let you know.
He used to be a chief. The way I figured, if I let him get by with this, I'm sure to have trouble with the rest of them.
Well, do you think he's dangerous?
Can't never tell. He's been a troublemaker. Never seems to get on.
Hey, golly. Ken just ride off alone to the hills above the reservation.
Set a trap this way in my life. There's even fresh clover for bait. Why would somebody be helping to set my traps? What's the matter, girl? You feel sort of spooky? Same as I do, like somebody's watching us? It's all right, girl. Nothing's going to hurt you. Gosh, it's getting late. We'd better come back in the morning and keep a good lookout. If Dad asks, tell him I've gone back to watch my rabbit traps.
Sure thing. I will tell him.
Flicka. Somebody's sure been fooling around with my traps. There aren't any footprints or anything. There's no sign anybody's been here. Except just the way the trap is set. A campfire. Gosh, Flicka, that sure must hurt. Let's get some water for that foot.
No, not water. Run quick and get mud from banks of streams.
Mud?
It is the medicine of my father's people to appease the anger of the fire gods.
I don't think it hurts her now, like it did. Isn't that better, Flicka?
I will fix some more onami leaves, so you can wrap the foot each night.
How'd you learn so many things?
It is the knowledge of my father's people, who are very wise. From my father's father, I learned all that is good to know.
Your father's father?
But he grows angry. In my village, they talk of sending me away to a white man's school. And so we come here to hide.
Your grandfather is helping you to play hooky?
This is my school. Here I learn the ways of my furry and feathered brothers. At the white man's school, they teach only what is good for the white man's children.
Do your mother and father know where you are?
My mother and father have been gone for many moons. They will not return.
They won't.
Now a bad Indian has come to take away more Indian children. We will hide here until the bad Indian is gone.
Silver Fawn? Who is this?
This boy is a friend. His horse stepped in the coals of our fire.
What I teach you is good. You know how to take care of horse with burned foot? How to stop pain?
No, sir.
You see? He go to white man's school. You learn the lesson of Thundercloud.
I've got to go now.
You make the sacred vow that you will not reveal our hiding place. Among my people, it is better to suffer 1,000 tortures than to break the sacred vow.
I promise I wouldn't tell anybody.
That is good.
How does the burn look, Captain?
It's coming along fine. I wonder where Ken got the idea to pack it like that.
Not from me. Say, look here. There's hardly enough eggs for me to make even one cake.
Well, maybe we're better off.
You think maybe those Indians sneak around here at night and steal the eggs?
Well, I suppose that's possible.
Yeah, maybe I'll just mix up a batch of muffins.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Hi, son. What you got in the kerchief?
Oh, it's just some hard-boiled eggs.
You should have told Gus. He thought maybe the Indians took them.
They wouldn't steal anything.
Where are you taking the eggs, son?
Oh, up into the hills.
You've been going up there almost every day. You wouldn't be taking those eggs up to a couple of Indians that are hiding out up there, would you?
Indians? Where would I see any old Indians?
You're not answering my question, son.
Well, all right, but gee, you always tell me that when I make a promise, I've got to keep it.
Now think about this, son. It's against the law to hide reservation Indians. Now, if a person made a promise that was against the law, he should try and get out of that promise.
I'm sorry, Dad, but I just can't.
All right.
Was that any better, Silver Fawn? Did it sound more like a meadowlark?
Well, maybe it would fool a white man, but it wouldn't fool an Indian or another meadowlark.
I brought you some hard-boiled eggs.
I cannot accept your food. My father's father says I must never eat the crumbs from the white man's table.
Crumbs? These are hard-boiled eggs. I fixed them specially.
It is almost well.
Do you think I should keep on with the anemone leaves every night?
Maybe one more night. That is all.
Where do you hide every afternoon when I come up here?
Above the rise, so I can send a signal if it is not you.
Send the signal?
If there is danger, I can start the fire or leaves and send a smoke signal. It will warn my father's father. One day I will show you how.
What's the matter? Did you lose something?
No, sir. I just came up to look at my rabbit traps.
I see. You haven't seen an old Indian around here by any chance?
An old Indian? No, sir.
Mm-hmm. And I had a hunch I was getting mighty close to those Indians. And I don't mind telling you I was pretty disappointed when I found out it was just Ken looking at... What's this? Who put it there?
Oh, it's something Ken fixed up. She burned her leg. He seemed to think it'd help.
Tell me, does Ken spend a great deal of time around Indians?
No, he meets a few every now and then.
Then where would he pick up one of the secrets of old Thundercloud's tribe? The use of red earth and onami leaves to treat a burn. You know what I think? I think that your boy's been meeting with the runaways.
Do you want to talk to him about it, Mr. Forbes?
No, not yet. Oh, Captain, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mention my questions.
I won't say a word.
It was a bad burn. With Indian medicine, it is now well.
I sure do want to thank you. And you do too, don't you, Flicka?
All right, Thundercloud. It's about time you got back to the reservation. Come on, let's go.
This is the white boy's promise.
I didn't know he was there. I didn't see him follow me.
I teach you to whistle like the meadowlark. You should rattle like the rattlesnake.
No need to get mad at the boy, Thundercloud. He didn't know I was trailing him. What does it gain you, Thundercloud? Why do you keep making trouble for yourself and everybody else? What kind of a stunt do you call that?
Anyhow, now they know I didn't turn against them.
Come on. We're going to see your father. Go on.
They thought I'd broken my promise. I had to show them.
But, son, this had nothing to do with any promise. You don't understand. Mr. Forbes here's an Indian agent. That's almost like being a sheriff. You helped his prisoners to escape.
Well, they're not any bank robbers or anything like that. And if they hadn't have helped Flicka, they never would have been caught.
Ken, do you really think I'm an enemy of the Indians? Do you think I'd dedicate my life to this work if I didn't want to help them?
Then why do you let that bad Indian come back to the reservation and take away any Indian children he wants?
What bad Indian is that, Ken?
You know the one. He was going to take Silver Fawn away if Thundercloud hadn't hit him in the woods.
Well, I'm sure you did what you thought was right. I don't think you understand the situation.
I've got an idea. There's someone I'd like for Ken to meet.
Oh, Ken. This is Greyfeather. Mr. Forbes wanted you to meet him.
Hello, Ken.
Pleased to meet you.
I hear you classify me as a bad Indian.
Is this the... I didn't think you were like this. I'm sorry.
You just didn't understand what we're trying to do. You see, each year we select a special few Indian boys to live at the school where I teach. It's a fine place. I had hoped that Silver Fawn could go there this year.
But now what'll happen with Silver Fawn gone?
Tomorrow I go back. I'll have to choose some other boy to take his place.
But gosh, aren't there plenty of other boys?
There's a reason why I wanted Silver Fawn. You see, his father and I were the first two from our tribe that was sent to the university. But his father never finished. Thundercloud has never forgiven the white man for not having the right medicine. I'd hoped that Silver Fawn could go on, do the things his father wanted to do.
I guess I've made an awful mistake.
Someday Silver Fawn will be a chief. His people would trust him. He could do much for them.
And now it's too late. Now they're gone. Maybe we'll never find them.
There's no harm in trying. Maybe we can find Silver Fawn before you have to leave.
Flick and I'll search every inch of these hills. Every half inch, even.
All right, young fella. Come on, let's get started.
Difficult travel, but we save many miles. Do not look down. Look up. To the top. You can do nothing here. Do not come down.
Almost at smoke signals. Perhaps Ken will see them and come.
Flicka. Hey, look! Hey, it's the smoke signal, like Silver Fawn told us. Signal, Silver Fawn.
I think he is hurt.
Keep the rope from being cut by the rocks. girl.
I'm sorry I have said harsh words about our friends.
I saw the smoke signal. Is everything all right?
You, who have betrayed your own people, do not place your hand on me.
Listen to me, Thundercloud. I have not betrayed my people. I have lived for them and worked for them.
Taking crumbs from the white man's table, you are not fit to call yourself an Indian.
What do you offer our people? What can they gain by your bitterness? Is this the life you want for the boy? Running away? Hiding?
At least we are free.
You are free. Like the fox is free when the hounds are chasing it.
It's a woman's weapon to fight with words.
I will say no more. If this is what you want for the boy, so be it. Teach him all about the life that is no more. Come on, Ken.
It is written on your face, my son. Wait! Come back! You have grown wise, Gray Feather, while I have grown old and foolish. Silver Fawn must learn to live in the white man's world.
You mean you want me to go to the white man's school?
The stars have moved a great distance since I was chief. You must acquire the white man's knowledge to serve your people.
Maybe after you learn how, you could write to me and I could write to you.
Did you ever get a letter? I mean, not your father's letter, but one just for you?
Sure. Just yesterday, I got one from my mom in Philadelphia.
It'll be a fine thing when I can read a letter.